we met several times to really kind of go deeper. And at some point, we talked about really kind of partnering with you as the kind of quarterback. Me, not quarterbacking here. You take care of that. But John's really kind of quarterbacking in a beautiful way together with Pam this entire recovery movement based on the integral model. And you asked me if I would kind of come in and be kind of we made up a term, from the Christian model of spiritual director.
What would it be in the Jewish model?
It would be the schlepper.
Okay. Integral recovery schlepper.
Right. I think the schlepper is a better, and I said I would be delighted to.
Yes.
Though there were a lot of things going on then, I really felt like this was really a place where I wanted to, hang my hat, and that we could all together create a partnership that, with God's help, we'll be able to unfold something that's beautiful and stunning and gorgeous and deep in the world and is desperately needed.
Yes.
So to be here together to film the first group of spots on integral recovery as we're about to go out on integral recovery tour, right? And in Europe and maybe in China, maybe we'll do a little New Zealand. Who knows where we'll wind up? We'll do some extraterrestrial tour. Because we might be high. No, I'm sorry, that was a little mistake there. Sorry. So we're ready to go.
Yes, indeed.
Let's talk.
So also Pam, she's being our director over here. If you have any questions that you would like to interject, feel free to be part of this.
Okay.
So, one of the things I want to say that I don't know if I've talked about enough in the videos that I've done thus far, but the importance of spirituality in recovery. And I've been, dealing with this problem for professionally over at least 20 years aspect. And I started off with the 12 steps. That's all there was, and learned that deeply, and went to many meetings and listened to many stories. And the one thing that I found over and over again from the people who had successfully maintained their sobriety through the 12 steps was it was the spiritual aspect. It was the spirituality. So the very fact that you've shown up right now for this time to just give depth to the spiritual line that we talked about and the spiritual dimension of this integral recovery work, so it doesn't just become a dry kind of upper right quadrant, which we'll get into shortly, working with neurochemistry and brain and science, which is all fantastic and necessary, but it's that context of the deep spiritual that gives it its translucence and great beauty.
No, I think that's really right, and maybe just to share, just to kind of as a way of kind of setting an intention for this, this conversation. There's a beautiful teaching about Joseph